First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. It's Williams on the catch. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now, this defense for the Colts, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Minshew sets to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Richardson off the play fake. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that's caught inside the 30. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Panther Street.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They work now on 2nd and 9.
18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Richardson going to change the play here.
Come 19! Come 19!
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. Expect this from the visiting team when playing.
Supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And Richardson back to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. They go play action with Richardson. On the move to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up. This a 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Here if they hope to move the chains. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now Minshew. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off. For the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 ending. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon. Now that's That's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Richardson. That is caught, and he is going to have a Colts first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes out a gain of 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it
was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found a
touchdown. Josh Downs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now an option play on 2nd down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On third down, here's Taylor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. To return is McKenzie. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, another run with Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now a hit and a loose football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Minshew. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Minshew sets to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he fields it cleanly. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be out right at the 35. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Back to throw here. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are... But you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Now a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On third down, here's Richardson. He finds Taylor, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Richardson to the air on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Jalen Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackled on the play by Tariq Castro-Fields.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Minshew. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. Oh, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Richardson, that is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. There's the flash of Abdullah. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Minshew throwing on third down. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go for Adams. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributed.